Sports and stuff. Covering the Saturday late games. Vince here, co-host Ryan. Let's get into that video thing. Thanks for tuning in with us again. Feel free to share, like, and subscribe as we continue to grow to this channel. We're going to make you some money. Today, got a couple matchups for the later games. So, Ryan, what are you feeling for a couple late games that strike your eye?
I know I definitely put out a couple of games on Twitter, or a couple of different picks, a parlay out there too. One game I could get into real quick is an 8:30 game, Butler at Seton Hall. I know Butler recently is 1-4, Seton Hall 4-1. In the last 5 meetings between the two, Seton Hall has just completely owned them. I mean, I think they've won all 5 of them. So I took a Seton Hall -5. It's up to -5.5, but I still like it. So I definitely jump on that in case it goes up.
Did you play both -5 and -5.5?
No, I just have my -5, which I gave out early this morning. But
you said still go -5.5?
Yeah, I'd take the -5.5.
Yeah, because that's what I'm on, -5.5. I'm still confident. I
like
wouldn't go any further. I would lean -6, but I wouldn't go any further than that, probably. Yeah, Seton Hall, especially at home, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Butler is a scrappy team, but Seton Hall has more talent. So I just think Seton Hall only getting 5.5 is a pretty good number value at this point. So I'm with you there. My special late game, we're looking at Oregon at California. California is +1.5. So similar to previous video when I was talking about hedging bets with Duke when they were +2.5 and also on the money line. California's at home. They're +1.5 underdog. Pac-12 matchup. It's going to be close. Oregon has the better record. They are the better team. But college basketball, anything can happen. And I took +1.5. Also still pondering the money line. +1.5 right now, it's an even. So you get exactly what, for those who don't know, if you bet, say $10, you'll win $10 versus +110, which is the money line value right now. You'll win a little bit more than that. So it's projected to be a close game. I still think California in the end is going to pull it out at home. I don't see Oregon being able to face that rival crowd and step up big when they need to. So another interesting game that Ryan and I were both talking about right before we started recording is Villanova and UConn. Villanova and UConn is Big East rivalry going on for a long time. UConn being, what are they, top ranked? I think, Ryan? Yeah, I think they're number 1.
I think UConn is number 1.
Yeah, so Villanova unranked. But even though it's at UConn, they're getting a lot of points, +11.5. I think UConn wins this game by 10 points, so still double digits at home. Villanova is a team that's always been well coached, has a pedigree of its own. It's 2 storied schools. I think Villanova is going to cover. I don't think 11.5 points is a proper spread. So I'll take that value and get some try to make some money there. Do you see differently, Ryan? I can tell you look a little concerned there. You think UConn might blow them out.
This is a really good spot for Villanova. I think they definitely have a good amount of players on the team that are able to come out and like give I guess like really try to play UConn hard. But the problem is that UConn's been playing everybody hard, and they've just been so dominant that I don't know if I could actually bet this game, but I would probably lean towards Villanova unless it started to come down, like you said, if it started to get into single digits.
Yeah, for sure. So just to recap, we have Seton Hall -5, or play to -5.5. We have California hosting Oregon +1.5. If you're pondering, feeling a little bit more bold, take the money line at +110. And then I'm still debating whether I want to play Villanova and UConn. Not sure if I'm going to actually put any money on that, but plus 11.5, just for those who are aware, that's a lot of points for a Villanova team that always is going to play hard, especially against the Big East opponent, which no one expects them to win. Number one team overall in the nation. So those are the three. Stay tuned as we continue to put out more content. We're bringing more matchups, college basketball. See our Twitter page at Cush's Corner at Sports and Stuff. We put out picks pretty much daily, mostly college basketball. Occasionally, we'll sneak in an NHL, NBA pick here or there, and then right around the corner, MLB is coming up. So always sports to put some money, make some money, and hope that you enjoy today's episode. Feel free to share it with your friends, whoever's interested in getting into the sports betting venture. We're trying to actually start to make money for you all, as well as make money for ourselves, like a side hustle. A lot of people are doing this sports gambling thing, and obviously bet responsibly and have fun with it. But don't go too crazy with watching every second of every game. That's a strategy for your own sanity, right, Ryan? I think you can attest to that. You were the one who gave me that advice not to watch
That
every single game.
that and staying away from tons of parlays.
Yes, that's another great piece of advice.
It's going to help with your stress levels.
Yes. Parlays are so tempting, and a lot of these different sports books kind of advertise them out front because they try to draw you in. It's like, "Oh,
Because
you
they
can
make a
win."
lot of money off them.
They make a lot of money because they know that you will put down, even if it's a small amount. A lot of people are doing it like, "Oh, a small amount, we can win this much money." Parlays don't have great odds of hitting. For those who don't know what a parlay is, every single bet that you make all have to hit, all have to win in order for you to win that bet. Versus what Ryan and I and Will are trying to give out single game bets, try to make your money that way. And also, Ryan, another good explanation here I think you can give is, can you tell the people what a unit is and versus like your bankroll and how to
A
strategize
unit is
doing that?
a unit is kind of different for everyone. You kind of use a unit to describe a percentage of your bankroll. So a lot of people who tend to have a bigger bankroll will start to use more of 1%, 2% unit sizes. Some people will use 5% unit sizes. But you're pretty much using that to kind of judge how much you're going to put on a game so you can kind of control your bankroll a little better than just kind of throwing out random numbers. It kind of helps you stay consistent too. Because, I mean, if you're making a lot of single bets that tend to be about minus 110, and I mean, if you're putting about the same amount of money on it, you got a little bit of juice there. But if you go 3-1 or whatever, that's a winning day. Like 3-2, that's a winning day.
Exactly, because you know you're betting the same amount for every game. So wins and losses are going to help you see if you come out profitable for the day or not. Versus if you were to put out different amounts of money for each game, you could have more wins and losses, but still be down because you might have bet more on a game that you would have lost, and then you come out under a negative. So units help you be organized, and honestly, try to stick to that. It's tempting to look at a game that you might feel more confident in and want to throw in like more money than you normally do. If you're trying to actually do this legitimately with strategy and research and not just doing it for fun, stay consistent. Whatever works for you, but just stay consistent with what works for you. Don't venture out too much because then you're going to stress out and lose more money than you probably would want to. So anyway, that's a nice little tidbit that we want to end on here. I'm sure you guys see us tweet out on social media and on Twitter and Instagram. So that's just a little explanation when we use that vocabulary when we say this team is favored by this much or picking this team with points. So, all right. Have a good day. Sports and stuff. We're back and better than ever. Continuing on the season 3 journey. Peace.